Okay, so as longtime watchers of my channel will know, usually the first thing that I get and put on every vehicle is a UPR Catch Can. These things are an absolute work of art. I've been working with UPR for, I don't know, 12 years, 13 years or so. And, way back in some of my first videos, I talk about how I did tests between UPR Catch Can and other catch cans that were popular in the Mustang world back then, and how UPR actually made products to make some of their catch cans actually catch oil like they're supposed to. These things are an absolute unit. High quality fittings, billet aluminum. You can get them in black or natural color. They got one-way check valves and all that stuff that you can put in and add to the system if you'd like to. They've got plenty of options. This right here is their standard catch can for the 3.6 Pentastar. Being not a very popular mod on the Pentastar engine for some reason, they don't have a lot of options, and neither does anybody else. It's usually just one can per manufacturer of these things, but they're actually very important. One, for what a catch can normally does, it catches the oil residues and keeps it out of your intake, and it keeps it off your valves. Also, if you add oil to a gasoline and air mixture, the oil will reduce the effective octane of your fuel. That's a fact, because you're adding more petroleum, more oil vapor into the air fuel mixture. So it actually can lower your octane rating, the effective octane rating of your fuel, if enough vapor is getting by. I'm sure on a new one, it ain't that bad, but it's still there. I still want to keep the oil off the valves. This is really cheap protection to make sure this is good. Also, second thing, when you're four-wheeling, you get on a steep incline on these Pentastar engines. It's been a problem, I think, since 2018 or maybe before that. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But if you get on a steep incline, oil can drain back in the back of the head where this PCV valve is, at the top of the passenger side valve cover, I believe. And you can suck a bunch of oil and your Jeep will start smoking out the back. And there's a few videos where people talk about this online, but this will keep that from happening too, because you'll have this can, it can suck a bunch of that oil vapor into this can as you get that incline before it gets into your engine. It's a very simple can. You just unscrew the bottom here and you'll be able to dump it out. Mounts right on the front of the engine. Yeah, you got to unmount it whenever you change your oil, but it really ain't that bad. You could really probably just unscrew the can off and change your oil that way. I guess we'll find out when I do my first oil change at 500 miles on this thing. I may do a video on that just simply because I have this catch can. But anyway, let's get to installing it. First things first, pop the hood. You gotta love a Jeep. You can lean that bastard all the way back. Let's get you a towel or something in there to protect your hood and the top of your window frame. We got all the light and space we need. First thing that we're gonna need to do here, after we get the hood popped, is follow this PCV line. You got one connector here, goes into the side of the intake right over here, and it comes into the back here. These connectors are real easy. Just push down this and you kind of wiggle back and forth, and it'll pop right out of there, just like that. Next is get you a plastic trim removal tool. Go in behind right here, pull that out of there, and then we'll get right down here to the other end. It comes apart the same way. You just squeeze a little gray there, wiggle it back and forth, and this whole line will come out. There you have it. And this line will just snake its way out of the back there. You just got to kind of twist it around to get it through. Just pay attention to this end. Now let's take a look down in here. See all that oil that's been passing through this? There's oil just on it from where I unclipped it. Get the side that's on the engine here. Yeah, and it's wet looking in there too. So definitely has some blow by going through there. So now, where we're gonna mount this is on this tab right here. All right, I could mount it over here too on this because there's no engine cover here. So you kind of have options. If you had a little studded piece, you can mount it here. but the way that they intend is to mount it here. And they designed it for the 3.6 back when they still put the whole engine cover that covered all the top of the engine, and it went around this. And this was the only accessible point up here. Everything else was really covered up. So there's no need for them to change their entire design. So they just still sell the same one because it's still the same engine and all the lines are in the same place. So we're going to go ahead and get that stud installed. All right, now you can do you, but what I do, and I did this on the Gladiator too, was I put a little red Loctite on this. I don't want this thing coming off. Then just thread it up in there. Like I said, I think this stud is almost the same level as what this stud is. It's very close. Maybe I'll just get a threaded insert and put that over here and have the can off to the side and it not be anywhere close to this oil filter. Let's see. Now, don't ask me what size this Allen is. It's just one of my Allens. I mean, it's not a giant Allen key, but I wish it had the size written on the side of it, but it does not. So, I don't know what size it is. The only hard part about this is finding this Allen head and getting this thing in it while it's down in there. All right, hold this so she don't turn. You gotta make sure it gets tight enough. Like I said, I don't want this, and you don't want this to come off while your vehicle's running. I mean, it's not gonna fall in anything, but it could hit this pulley for this alternator since they've got it turned the back way, and you know it's got a plastic cap on the front of it. You just don't want to damage anything, so you don't want this to come off. So I get it pretty tight. It's got a lock washer on it, and I put some red Loctite, so should be fine. I never had a problem with the Gladiator. It didn't even loosen up on that thing, so it probably isn't even necessary, but I do it nonetheless. So now we'll get to installing the can itself on the stud. Let's see, we'll do the final clocking on it after we get the hoses installed. Okay, so little snafu here with the camera. I thought it was recording, but when somebody sends you a message, apparently it just stops recording. So I did route these lines. This right here is going to be the shorter line. The 45 goes down there, then your 90 goes up here. This is the only one I hadn't connected yet. And I kind of saved it so you can hear the positive connection. These are factory style connectors. You'll get the click there. You can just kind of pull on it. Then on this side, they give you a hose that's way long, okay? So they designed this kit because they had an engine cover here. They didn't want to go across the top of the engine cover. So it's designed to go down underneath the throttle body, all through there. And it's actually supposed to go on the other side of these AC hoses and come here and flip back around and plug in facing this direction. Like it's supposed to twirl up this way. And all that's in an effort to kind of, I guess, try to keep it away from that engine cover, although it just seems like it was way too long. So I cut some of it off. I removed the fitting here and I cut a length of it off. I measured it out, and this is how much that I was able to cut off. It's about a little over a foot, a hose, but it still goes right up underneath the throttle body the way that UPR wants it to. It's clear of everything here. It's underneath all these little wires and stuff. I don't know if you can see that. It snakes right up beside this and clicks right in. There's no tension on this. There's no tension on this. So it all looks I mean, it looks good to me. I'm gonna do it like that. So this is your kit. You buy it, you install it the way you want to, but it just felt like there was, I mean, what am I doing with this much extra hose? Now, they did design the kit for the engine cover to go around all that, and they haven't finalized this kit for the 24 and up. It just goes through 23 on their website. So you can have to buy one for the 23, but this is the kit for the 18 to 23. 24 and up, still the same thing, just no engine cover. I mean, it's the same Jeep, same engine. So I think I have to go back and watch my video on the Gladiator. I think I did the same thing on the Gladiator because I found the hose was just too long. But anyhow, there's the UPR Catch Can install. Everything looks great, high quality, billet aluminum, and this thing's gonna catch all the oil before it gets back into the intake. And then whenever I do oil changes, I'll go ahead and unscrew this, and I should be able to leave the can in place, just unscrew the bottom portion here, because it only sticks down around this far inside the can, and still be able to get to the filter housing. So we'll try that. I'll do a video. I don't like doing oil change videos unless it's like differential or something like that, but just regular oil, engine oil. I don't usually do a video on that, but I'll do one on this one, the first oil change, to showcase this can. So if you want to see that, it's probably going to be the next video that I post. Anyway, thanks for watching. Just a little short one here. UPR Catch Can. More stuff to come. Like, subscribe, all that stuff to get me back up on the algorithm. Thanks.